So it's been a few days since I last did this map, so I kinda don't remember how this goes. Scolding. Oh, we don't want you scolding. That's not ideal. Cancel that then, I guess? I think? Why are you scolding? You were teasing Spiky? I didn't see that. How about that? Why was I doing all this crap? Oh, there was... Oh, never mind. Not a Drecklet though. I'll take the Drecklet. I probably should have taken that in the other world, having said that. But fine. I remember now. Yeah, so I think right at the end of last time I got lava eggs in the printer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wanted to do that back here. And set up a ranch on the main world. You know, where all the skills are. You ish. My naughty kitty. The cocaine kitty. That one. Troublemaker he is. Or is it she? I don't remember. I don't remember if it was a he or she, spleens. Well, Skull got drummed. Well, that's two misplays in a row right there. Either way. Because I did it, because the thing re-rolls when you load game. I forgot about that. So if I was to, like, reload this, the thing would come up different again. Actually, that's an interesting, there's a thought. Does it actually change? Feeling better? Yeah, as soon as, at lunchtime I was feeling better. Basically, you know, once the 24 hours had passed. Yeah, changed. Yeah, so that thing still is a thing. Right, cancel that, because we can't have you cooking yourself. Alright, pretend the thing, the few minutes before just never happened. I mean, I was kind of curious to see if, did anything. You know what, Sunny Honey Bunny. We normally mistreat Sunny Honey Bunny, so we'll give Sunny Honey Bunny a suit. Snazzy suit to feel good in. We're going to set that to 9. I believe the thing we were doing at the end of last time as well was oxygen. Yeah, oxygen here. That needs to go. Why is that unexplored? I do not understand. Oh, the other thing we need to do is that. That needs to get done. Done and done. So the other thing is, this is all made of glass. And that is really convenient. Because you need glass to make solar panels. So there's a source of... A sort of... Do affiliates get transcoding for their stream? They can sometimes. It's... Usually the higher the concurrent, the better the chance. Like if it's sub 10, it's very unlikely. Food is decayed. Oh, we can't have that now. Grub fruit rotting away. That's our precious food. Can't have that. Where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna put it? Also, that's missing. Tell you what, there's a lot of things going on right now. That's a lot of power. Research. We're not very far into the research. Did I miss The Witcher? Oh, we're working on solar and power right now. Witcher is going to be coming later on in the week. Rev, hey. How you doing? Talk more with this one? Yeah, I find I don't talk as much. I find with Witcher I'm a lot more boring. That's probably the best way to put it. Oh, it's too powerful. The mess is too powerful. So I want to cut into there. Just cut into all of these things. Is that? It's polluted dirt. Yeah, Witcher 2 and Witcher 3 were always a bit bland. This one I can at least think. Doing fine, all things considered. Got the week off. Ooh. Is that a good kind of getting the week off or a bad kind of getting the week off? Oh yeah, we got tons of Parku, didn't we? And I've been slowly chiseling away at this. Remember that? We're chiseling away at this. Trying to get it done. Of course, it never gets done. Alright. I'm gonna go for gold, I reckon. You polluted mud. What I'm thinking... raise a wall there. Hopefully cut off the water. We had a churnamajig. Yeah, you. Evil Grin. Hi. How we doing? How much are these guys outputting? They're outputting 40 watts. 40 whole watts. Yeah, the slugs have been changed a few times now. You folks both got COVID. That's bad. Oh, they both got it now. So mandatory quarantine. So far I escaped it. That's good at least. It's not fun having COVID. It ain't great. Who's idle? Oh, Stinson's just being a slacker, eh? As you do. Stinson do what Stinson do. We'll activate you so we can bring stuff over. We should also activate this so we can send stuff back. Because we can yeet some lead. Oh, that's actually a little... do we get... don't think we get, oh, that's ethanol gas. Is it? Yes, that's ethanol gas. Advise everyone new to this game? Don't be afraid to lose everything. Would probably be the first thing, because certainly starting out, you lose this game a lot. Getting anywhere first time is generally an achievement. It really is. I'm trying to think where to start. Let's see. Let's flip back to the main world. So for the base game, because this DLC component completely changes the game. So things that are here are also not really representative of the actual game. Oxygen, I would say, is not too much of a... like, even though the game says not included, oxygen, as it turns out, is actually pretty easy. There's sort of three... I guess I could rewind it further and say there are three distinctive stages to the game. There's the early game, then there's the mid game, and then the end game. The early game is when you have the basic crisis. It's crisis management similar to RimWorld, except that when you reach the end of mid game, there's this thing called the mid. This game has a thing called the mid game hump where you've overcome the early game. You know, you have your bathrooms and you have some kind of oxygen generation like what I'm building here, but it's not self-sufficient. It's and that's part of the mid-game hump where things feel like they're stable, but they're actually not. And then that's where end game comes in, is once you get those things stabilized. But yeah, starting out, the first thing you always want is cots and outhouses. Outhouses as well as wash basins to keep the germs down. As far as food goes, never build a microbe musher. The first food meal is usually meal lice, mealwood, which actually isn't on the starting world in this DLC, but it's this stuff here. This stuff will keep you going till mid-game and beyond, potentially. And these things only need dirt to to fertilize. They're actually pretty cheap as well. So you can actually survive for a fairly long time with mealwood and nothing much else. Yeah, usually people starting out, they always go for the micro musher, and the problem with that is the food is made up of dirt, and it gives people diarrhea. It gives the chips diarrhea. It's actually a huge penalty. It's like the nutrient paste dispenser in RimWorld. It actually does more harm than good. So it's a bit of a red herring in that regard. So yeah, the outhouses, the sinks, the beds, the cots, I should say. As far as the cots and such go, contain them in a room to start getting room bonuses. So this is the washroom bonus because it has this overlay here. This room overlay will tell you exactly what you need. So when you're starting out, you get the latrine. Would I be the snuggle buddy? I mean, I could try, but there's some insurmountable distances involved. Now, where was I on explaining this thing? I hope I'm making some sense out of this. Like, the reason why I bang on about the room bonuses is, you see, the effect is morale +1. This one has morale +2. This helps keep the stress down. So having these early room bonuses helps keep the stress down, keeps the dupes happy and sane and not running around smashing things and pissing on things and whatever else they do. Yeah, so, yeah, as it says, toilet, wash station, +1 morale. And so that means that coming up because I'll visit this every downtime, and then +1. Same with the barracks. I think they actually get a sleep bonus as well for sleeping in a barracks too. The con is also very important because if they don't sleep in a bed, they get a debuff to their athletics, so they move slower, so they're less productive. Which is athletics is probably one of the most important stats, is because that affects how fast they run, which in turn affects how much they can run around and do. It has this flow-on effect that it means that if their athletics are slower, it means that they can't go as far into an area they can't breathe before they have to return, which is a pretty profound effect. So yeah, so room bonuses for those and those, then grow mealwood. You want to get a research station up as soon as possible, and the first thing, always research, is basic farming. First thing's always basic farming. And the reason for that, it gives you planter boxes. And you're going to put mealwood in those planter boxes, and then you're going to build like 20-something planter boxes. After that, research is pretty open-ended. Advanced research, I don't know how much this tech tree is very different to the base game tech tree, but you want to unlock the supercomputer pretty early on. It's not critically important, but you can't get far into the research without it. Yeah. Sometimes it just closes on its own. Beyond that, you want to start working toward. You want to start unlocking the basics, like pressure management. Probably decontamination's one that I normally pick up very early because of these things. Struggle most with handling the CO2. What I find is actually that's a good point. Something that I do is don't be afraid to dig. I found once I stopped being really methodical and meticulous about digging and just obliterate the entire map with little regards, I found that the game runs a lot. I find the game a lot easier. You want to make sure to contain the base, to contain the oxygen. What I actually, and this is leading into the original point, is I actually tend to dig a lot underneath and have the CO2 just fall down below the base and just keep expanding a bigger and bigger area to contain the CO2. And that way, I sort of deal with it without actually dealing with it. It's a terrible thing to do, but it does actually work. Yeah, so you can see the CO2 that dupes are produced is sitting down here, and it'll just slowly accumulate over time, and I'll just keep opening this space up more and more. Yeah, there's something like 60,000. Hey, Dark Keys with the host. Yeah, make it someone else's. Eventually, what you do is you get like a carbon skimmer or not an algae. You don't use algae terrariums anymore. But you use a carbon skimmer to eliminate it eventually, or you just eventually expose it to the oil biome, which is like over here, and these slicksters will slowly consume it over time. You can actually see this is a vacuum because these slicksters have actually eaten all of the CO2 that was in there. It's not a guaranteed strategy, but at least, but as I say, like just give it somewhere to expand to fall into, and it it deals with it to an extent. But yeah, eventually by mid game you'll have a carbon skimmer and start processing it. I'm trying to think of anything else. I'm a little bit all over the place. Yeah, as I say, room bonuses, mealwood. What else? Yeah, aggressively expanding. There's 5 mealwood per dupe. Oxygen diffusers can keep you going for a fair while as far as oxygen goes. As I say, make sure to contain the base. That way you're not burning up too... This thing burns algae, so make sure you don't fill the entire map with it. Infinite pressure... Yeah, they're still a thing. They're still very much a thing. I tend not to use them as much, though, now. It might be almost time to bring Stinson back. Oh. Supposed to be filling that, damn it. Rising double door? It's actually... so if I go back... It's actually cheaper than using airflow tiles. And you also don't have these at the very beginning of the game. So it's cheaper because these cost 100 for one tile, so 200 for 2 tiles. Whereas these cost 100 for 1 by 2 tiles. And you get these at the start of the game. So I'm doing it to maximize airflow through here. And what I normally do is actually... Sometimes it can be a bit of a pain. They try and climb up on top of them. So just disable access. You can also just leave them open. That works too. Yeah, it's just to increase airflow cheaply from the very beginning of the game. Alright. Let's pump these things up. Pump them up. It's already done. Dig you out. Speaking of digging out, dig that out. Yeah, it's an old strategy, that one. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of anything else that really covers it, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I the best? Yeah, I'm trying to think of things which don't go into specifics like the bathroom loop here. So this is... I suppose I can go into this one. So... And this starts to get into... This starts leading into the more specific mechanics that the game has. So what I have is some sinks and some toilets. These take in clean water, and they output dirty water. And so there's this machine here called the water sieve, and it takes in dirty water. You then apply some sand to it there, and it turns it into clean water. Clean as in not polluted water, but it still has germs in it. And what this means is that you can just infinitely loop the water around forever. I'm actually using this to clean this water here at the minute. As it turns out also, if I bring this up, it actually produces water over time. So every use of the lavatory requires 5 kilos of water, but every time it's used, it outputs 11.7 kilos of polluted water. So every time a dupe uses it, it actually outputs a little over double what goes in, which is a rather curious effect. The end result is actually... It's not a huge amount of water, and it's actually mostly inconvenient. But it is handy nonetheless for like a little bit of water just to help you with. Yes, they pee over 6 kilos per use. They have some mighty pees. Like they are phenomenal. But what it means is that you need an overflow and you need to send that water somewhere. If I bring up this overlay, see this is full of germs. This thing's riddled with germs because it's coming from the toilets. you can actually see that this is covered in germs as well. That's problematic. Dear. That's not good. Hopefully that doesn't burst. Yeah, there's so much polluted water on this map, it's problematic. Hey, Fire Razor. Oh yeah, chlorine is chlorine will kill germs. And that gets into even more advanced stuff. Usually just pump it into tanks, into a room with chlorine. Yeah, that's another thing you can do, is you can actually send it through a series of liquid storage tanks. Because chlorine, liquid storage tanks in a room, in an atmosphere with chlorine has this effect where it actually kills the germs that are inside the tank. Which is quite extraordinary when you think about it. But it's a lot of the game's mechanics are very non-obvious at first with things like that, but they start to make sense over time. All right, what's going on over here? They're idling. They better not be idling. Don't want the dupes idling. All right, you're active. Where are you? Oh, there you are. More mining muckroot. You actually see this one ration box on this world. Actually managed to catch some chlorine in there. It's probably going to fill up with carbon dioxide eventually. Uh-oh. Complaining about anything important? Probably not. So you're pumping water with germs to the washing sinks. What could go wrong? As it turns out, nothing. Germy water doesn't actually affect the sinks. It only affects... So if I was to use... This comes back to the micro musher thing, because if I was to use this water in cooking, it would then give them food poisoning. So I can't do anything here which would cause food poisoning. I mean, having said that, the thingy there. Oh, they don't want to do it. There's some food poisoning going on in here. I need to get some chlorine onto it. Chlorine's more endgame. Kill count for this run? 0. Amazingly. Amazingly, it is 0. Build this. Jeeps. Doing nothing. Well, I'm gonna send you back. Okay, you're just gonna eat some bristleberries. Fine, be that way. This is new for the DLC, where you can actually run colonies on multiple worlds. Complaining about. Why are you dropping like crazy there? This concerns me. I don't like it when stuff like that happens. When the water physics freaks out, it's usually a bad sign. Alright, you going in there yet? There we go. Teleport. You only get the teleporters for the starting world and the first planet. Beyond that, you're on your own. You got to use rockets. It's a nice little sort of starter thing you get. Oh, we do have research done. They've decided that instead of multiple the same size world, they made smaller worlds. Yeah, I'm undecided on that move. I don't know how I feel about that. On the one hand, like, the big world, for the most part, was empty and didn't do anything. On the other hand, they're kind of losing space. But at the same time, they're sort of gaining and losing. Because you're gaining in other worlds. That might not necessarily be a total loss, as is. You ain't gonna do that, dupes. I'm just gonna watch it. Go, sluggy slugs. Juice that wire. These are called plug slugs. They every night they output power. They look for a wire to output power into, so they're actually outputting power into my power system right now. I'm not feeding them anything. Oh, made a mess. Oh. And you're peeing in your nice snazzy suit there, Sunny Honey Bunny. What's wrong with you? There. Put it on emergency. There we go. Fine. Anemic. That is the single worst kind of dupe that you could ever get. Grease Monkey Machinery. Okay. That's actually a pretty decent dupe on the other hand. Now, the follow-up question to that is there anyone names in the name list? There is. And I need to bring it up on this one. Because then I can copy and paste it. Like the points just... I thought I brought it down, the cost. Well, Meth Turtle is the next one. Next victim. For our colony. Priorities. Meth Turtle. Can actually cook. Well, you're going to be doing the tidying, supplying, and strong anyway. Maybe not tidying. Let you do the strong and the operating. And assign you your skill points. Carrying. Been playing Hypochondriac Challenge. Only received dupes that are Spore Bladder, Vomiters. To take the recourse office. Messy place, a lot of easily polluted liquids. It's funny, actually. It's funny you mention that because very early on in the game's development, it was the optimal strategy was to get stress vomiters and force them to be stressing all the time because it would give you infinite water. And so you'd have bases that are made entirely of mesh tiles, so they're just constantly vomiting, and you just have this like pan at the bottom that you would. I always had this sort of sloped or staircase pan that led down to a pump, and then it would sieve the water from all the vomit because they'd vomit a ton, like 10 kilos of water or 20 kilos of water or something. And you have enough dupes doing that. It's hilarious. You get a long way with it. I gotta watch the morale deficit. Is anyone able to do art? You are. Get around that. Aesthetic design. You can give them these little hats, which is pretty hilarious. Good Urchin is our animal person. Yeah, and it just ends up this infinite cycle. This was back before vents were a thing. Morale deficit. I need to get the... Oh, bonus. Unnecessary stress. Yeah, it's just, you know what's kind of annoying is they made these take power now in the DLC. It's a bit mean, but I can understand why. I mean, I do love these things a little bit too much, the deodorizers. I am a fan. Have we punctured the surface yet? Not quite. Laser Jeeps can't finish this, but Ketters can. Worry about base temp at the pass because I thought they would... Well, they do get a debuff to athletics if they get hypothermia. So there is a bit of a thing there. So... Do I have... not metal. Let's do the sculpting blocks. This will help with their stress. Put some sculpting blocks down just to pump up the decor. I want to keep the deodorizer on the other side. It's actually pretty decent decor there already. Yeah, that'll probably take a while to get done, but it'll get done. Actually, speaking of getting things done, mess tables help with the morale as well. So there's little things like the mess tables. I try and stay on top of. Got the plans there too. So poor there. Airflow tile. Airflow tiles surprisingly are a penalty. Wouldn't think they'd have such a huge penalty, but they do. Harvest them. Harvest that. I don't remember if the swamp shards were one time or not. Let's just mark everything. Worst case scenario, we don't harvest. Like the other things. I can't think of the name. The muck roots that you start out with. Hydrogen. Oh, because we punctured the surface. Will base violently decompress if you don't put in airlock? No, it actually doesn't violently decompress amazingly. Now these things are kind of strange. They need... I've been doing some experimentation with these things. They need to be... there. Then I need to seal it in like so. Ladder. I don't have access to glass tiles. I need to fix that. In a very big hurry. Window tile. There. Gotta make that a 9 on all of that. Because having this thing exposed... Well, I mean, there is a door there, but having exposed space isn't ideal. Not what you would call ideal. Yeah, what actually, while they're doing that, I need to clear... It's about 6 tiles, I think it is. It's got to be from the left there. It's got to be clear, and then it sees up. I'm pretty sure it actually doesn't matter if it's window tiles or not. It just looks out the left. That's capture. Let Tucker Bear go. He's really just mopping it up there. Aha, we're getting some decor going. Getting some arts. Yeah, it's surprisingly exposing, like, the space does pull air out in the sense that it pulls already, like, this is low pressure, this is, like, yeah, this is, you know, grams, this is hundreds of grams, so it's going to exchange between the two, but it's not going to violently suck air out. As it turns out, this is also minus 60, the surface. It's actually really cold. I didn't notice that before, but yeah, it's really, really cold. There's molten down there. If anyone's wondering, the colours are a bit different to normal. I set it to one of the, I think it was one of the second colorblind modes. It actually gives a nicer contrast in colours compared to what it normally is. So that's why it's set. That's why you get the weird colours. Particularly like automation, it's a little bit clearer to see. which I also... Oh, there it is. Yeah, green is changed to yellow, and then red has changed to blue. Which actually, it's a little bit nicer to see. A little bit less of a struggle. Too hot, that's not a good thing. Not a bad thing. It's, not too hot and not too cold at the minute currently. I mean, it could be better, could be worse. As long as the crops are surviving. At 26. It is heating up though. Oh, that's it. The other thing is make sure to split your schedule up. So distribute your dupes across the schedule. Make 3 or 4 and divide them up. Tip it up. Ah. It's just being mean. Well, deconstruct that one. Cancel that. Ah, there you go. Oh, just in time too. I'm gonna have to turn down your victory rate. How the hell did you get in there? Seriously. How? These things are like Dracos. Should point out that they're also slugs that look that are furry. Look, you can see this one is just eyeballing it now. He's eyeballing the tail. Got like a 50% chance to win. Yep, here they go. See, beelining for it. They know what's going on. It's charging. Now I got to do something about that. That's actually kind of annoying. I mean, this place being flooded is also kind of annoying. But one kind of annoying thing at a time. Alright, plumbing. Pump jack thing. Other brine around here, not really. That looks very weird. Yeah, you did miss a fair bit. Yeah. Yeah, went around for a while there. I think the only thing I can do is just carve out this. Try and drain it. You missed the honks? I don't even remember how it came about originally. I know it was Pionk related. That's the one. Like, why is this random unexplored area? I had to build this thing in the middle of a half-thawed-out cold biome, didn't I? Narcoleptics, second worst stat. Rust can be used for oxygen. Irritable bowel. Another one. Yes, I do. I got room for one more. Excavation strength. Interior decorator. 'The irritable bowel. 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 'The irritable bowel Fighting. Basically the same person, really. This victim, I think, can be Fallen Angel. Who's next up on the list? I mean, the more hands, the better. Many hands make light work, something, something. Right, Fallen Angel, let's get you started. Yeah. So, dupes in the DLC can start with these already unlocked, which means that Fallen Angel there can go straight into building things like auto sweepers, which is pretty cool. Yeah, actually, an auto sweeper here would be a nice thing to have. Schedule. Angel. There you go. So we've got 2 dupes on each slot. He's back. His purr's louder. Also, speaking of skills, how are we looking now? See, these are up to 17 now. So those things have had an effect. So I can invest in a few more skill points. Hey, Darth Lady, how you doing? And West Dude, hi. What am I thinking of? The statues. Quidditch can be our ranger. 2. Exo wearer. That can be our gorilla. Exo, got to get that athletics up. They all should be. Oh, attackers at 9 and 9. Hey, Avak, how you doing? Hi. Yeah, now I've got these. Sculptures. Now I've got these. We can invest a few more skill points again. How are we looking up here? Ah, perfect. Dig that out, please, dupes. Then after that, you're going to build me that. And then, as is tradition, I'm going to pump all this up to 9. And hopefully we'll start getting some stuff explored. Just make all the things 9. It's fine. What can possibly go wrong? Up with dogs, but since rescuing previous kitty, now you rescue cats. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. That's your little Scooty. It's a little. Because heresy is spreading. Yeah, just a teeny tiny bit. I mean, I did set this 1 to 1 to offset. Oh wait, I set it to 9. Never mind. I mean, sometimes impatience does prevail. You just got to make sure to turn the the priority of the doors back down afterwards. Alright, how are we doing on the oxygen department? I mean, I would like it done faster, please, dupes. Please and thank you. We're going to need access to some salt water as well. Stay there. We do want to analyze it, however. Dry your hair, licking himself occasionally, licking your hair. Just kicked your power bar and spent 10 minutes trying to figure out what was wrong with your fuses. I should do that too. The doors, even though they're probably the least problematic thing to have on high priority. Yeah, because usually the dupes will come and like the priority only affects the stay. Yeah, the priority only affects the dupe coming and changing the settings, so they're not likely to do that very often. Yeah, this thing says this thing's not saying it's God dang it. Oops. I really, really do not want the atmosphere vented into space. Ideally. So please. Come on. Please, just do me this little thing. Little tiny thing. And not vent the atmosphere into space. When 9 doesn't work. Oh dear. Right, dig that. Yeah, we'll make it 8. We don't. We'll bring it 1 down from 9. Gotta be said, this is a completely different meta play to the base game. I have said this already, and it still holds true. It's so different. I'll dig that out, and then I want to expand that so I can save that food. Explode when exposed to the vacuum. I mean, they do get debuffs from it. Of course, hydrogen in negative 50-degree temperatures are surprisingly chilly. The dupes are surprisingly resistant. Like they're in hydrogen, which is one of the most thermally conductive gases. Like Fallen Angel here, it's complaining it's a little chilly while standing in negative 50-degree, negative 50, negative 60-degree hydrogen. Oh dear. How many have we got here? How many of these things? We have 8. It's not that cold. It just needs to harden up a bit, doesn't he? Fallen Angel. It just needs to harden up a bit. It's not that cold. Oh dear, that athletic stat. Ah, you gotta play the dropping game. See, this is the problem with low athletics, is you get stuck in this loop of grabbing stuff and then get wheezing. See, like that. The other thing, that's actually another reason to not have long ladders. That's why I actually broke it up here. I try not to make ladders too long for that reason. So that way they don't drop stuff too far. Late game ladders is not so much of a problem. Yeah, you want to offset your ladders. As I say, that's what I've done here. So it's offset. This one here, I offset it again. As soon as I power that, as soon as I feel like powering it, I can start exploring the map. It's for $100, then he needs to get a job. Yeah, it kinda goes that way, doesn't it? Oh, crap. So when you have a loud sleeper, make sure people are not sleeping next to them. That's part of the reason why you want split schedules, is so that they all don't sleep together. So yes, now they got dead tired. Because Sunny Honey Bunny was snoring like a chainsaw. So yeah, plus 20% stress is huge. Minus 2 athletics, so they move slow. And minus 2 science, so they know they're good at research. That's what he calls to. Oh, yeah, he actually calls you for that. He actually does that. Did we get windows done? No. Nope, we're still researching. Righty. Get this crap out of here. Let's give you water for now. I would really like it if the dupes would finish this thing off, though. Me and my slightly exploity, just slightly exploity oxygen system. That research complete. How does the jet snorting in your ear as it licks his side? being weird again. Sounds like cats being cat. We just had an explosion of water. Yes, dupes, get it done. Yeah, then we need to dig this out to drain it out. Food just decayed again. We can't have that. That up. See if we can try and expand this out and get some more ration boxes going. Oh, look at Tucker Bear go. He's just the champion of the mopping world. Uh-oh. Oh. That's fine. I can easily escape, eh? Sorta, but not really. Oh, now they need oxygen and all that kind of crap. Just so needy, aren't they? Curative tablets. I'm gonna make all of that a 9. Make that a 7. Because I really want to get the polluted stuff out of there. Oh, you're not actually glum. Worried that you were going to be glum on account of the fact that your fishies are just sort of... Oh, now they just exploded everywhere. Babysit for your wife all the time. I'm like, yeah, that's one reason I don't. Just think of all of the babysitting you could, all of the free babysitting you could do for me. Pick up some more storage containers. I got everything out of there in a pretty big hurry. Aha, see, the telescope, even though it's completely encased, still sees out because it actually checks 4 tiles to the left here. And so the way the star map works now is each time the dupe completes a cycle on the telescope, it scans one of these hexes, and then there's a maximum scan radius around it. So if we can actually trick one of the dupes to actually do that, you'll be able to see it. And then it'll eventually show the scan is fully explored. Was this 10 years old? Might consider it. So, then for themselves when separate. It's read them. Yeah, they changed. A lot of things have changed here. Yeah, so Sunny Honey Bunny there is scanning away. If I go to the star map. Oh, god damn it, Sunny Honey Bunny. What do you need oxygen for? You need oxygen. It's optional. There we go. See, the little hex has filled in. I think they explored 2 hexes around, two layers of hexes. So yeah, Sunny Bunny's going to do that. And that's how you discover more. That's how you discover more planets to go to. Is you have to use the telescope to explore and find stuff around it. And the same goes for this one. So I have to put. So that only surrounds this one. So I got to explore around this one to find the next one, as well, to find more. And then there's also launching rockets as well. Organic. I gotta get that polluted mud out of there. He's never paid. He doesn't remember. Oh, wow. I don't know how to fix that. As I say, there's this little bit of unexplored region. That's there. Yeah, you kid for a week soon? Ooh. Oh, is it already school holidays again? Priority now, please. Ooh, stress is going up. Stress. Stinson. Why are you so angry? Low oxygen, sopping wet, cold air. Just complains. I want to use the jungle. You'd think so. Thursday, Friday off because yay, COVID didn't kill you all present. That's an interesting present to get. Was that white water? It's brine, which is salty water. Salt water and brine are basically the same thing. It's just a matter. I think at this point it's just a matter of getting everything caught up. How's the oxygen looking? Not great. Not great at all. Not ideal. I might shut that. No, I won't shut that. Set to harvest. 13. People. Not gonna lie, I only remember bits of mine as well now. But yeah, you think you'd remember something like that. Alright, liquid... brine. Bottle. Poor Stinson. Not doing too well right now. Tell you what, he's not moving very fast at all. Oh, sore back as well. Get out of here. Get back in the base. Right, you're pumping brine into there. Stage 1 is almost complete. In fact, stage 1 is complete. Second step is water. Hey, starting to see some decent athletics, at least. Oh, that stress is still rising. Here we go. Done. So now we have... should have 100 kilos of water per tile in each spot. Hour. Water. Switch the wire over though. Power. Hydrogen generator. 16 now. So still somewhat young, I guess. Yeah, it's getting to that age where Getting to that age where you want, where, yeah, getting a job really, and all that. You pick up across there. Sorry, I'm just thinking a little bit. My attention's divided a little bit. Before. Slightly concerning. File overlay. Oh, right. Can't have that now, can we? I'll try and get this one also set up first before. Let's have a bonus. God damn it, Stinson. Oh, you are the worst. Can't trust the Irish, can you? Stinson is the worst confirmed. He is the worst confirmed. It's up to 91% strength as well. Get to bed, damn it. Sign, take a bit. Oh, I see how it is. We're actually assigned to a cot. Your downtime. Coming. Coming soon. Yellow water, yellow and black air. Yep, it's a sign of a perfectly healthy colony. I mean, given the DLC, it's kind of the way it goes. Over to there. That might help you out a little bit. Just stress that 30% per cycle. The decor's going up, which should help with the stress rate. It's about to pop. %? What kind of stress response are you? Specific heat, that's the... Well, we'll find out. Shing! Oxyfern seed. Pretty useless, but I'll take it. Down to 3%. I see what there. PLDs. Oh, he's eating more stuff. Well, hasn't... I think the stress is actually... Hey, the stress is actually capped out. Yeah, because it was... minus 15, excellent. So this will go down quite quickly. Yeah, it's because they weren't assigned to the bed properly. I've got fruit is ready. I think that's the tended to one as well. From memory. 73,000 calories. Terrible. Bring Spidertron to the next heist. Yeah, fully. So see that fully. It said fully. Wait. Fully explored. All space this telescope can see is being fully explored. I have a feeling that's not actually accurate. Because I've only explored one tile. Maybe I do actually need to put glass over it. Or something. I'm going to leave the research off for the moment. Let's go priority all the things. Priority now, please. Barge on leg. How did you do one leg? I saw that. Tummy hurts. Purring kitty on tummy. Oh, there he goes. He's having a crying fit now. It's on your pillow. Yeah, Pogotron. Pogotron for the win. I like how Stinson chose to have his cry thing right there. Aim! Also known as priority now, please. Nine. Oh, I actually need automation in there too. I always forget the automation every time. Every damn time. Always forget this thing. Probably also some of that. Add the beginnings of a cooling loop just in case. Just in case. You know what, I'm gonna change that over to nation wire. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, rude. Getting cheese to eat arms because your place is not habitable for the cat right now. Oh, was that before or after the flooding? Someone is likes wetness. All right, we can add this thing now. Probably safe to join all those up. And you can plug into that one. Beyond that, save. There. Now, dupes. Dupes. Please complete all of my tasks now. Witkittens and mutants, they're like gremlins, aren't they? Are they? Like little demons. Gremlins. Oh, Stinson again. Keeps us slack as they are. Just never do anything. Ooh, just random freezing water. Now I want to take off that, but I don't want to break my thingy yet. Still don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. Like, I legitimately can't do anything in those two tiles. It doesn't do anything. This one, by, like, for lack of a better term, by exploits. Lack of a better description. Morning koala remote. It's just rolled past 10 o'clock. Although I'm going to go a bit later than normal because I started late because I may or may not have been playing Among Us. Exploit is the correct term? I mean, it's... No. No. Creative use of game mechanics. Not exploits. Just creative use of game mechanics. Yes, we'll go for another 45 or so. Right, we're almost finished building that, which means we can think about moving these over. We can do that. Add up to priority now, please. Delete the ladders. Yep, now we officially can. Oh, almost. That's gonna be priority a little bit sooner than now, please. Because as soon as one of those gets built, yeah, as soon as that one gets built, you're kind of stuck. Yeah, enough stair, but you don't have... I don't want 2k. You wouldn't have enough for name in game then. Oh, Stinson's crying in the corner again. Just not having a good day, are they? Let's continue on that. Need to get this water level down. Problematic. Stinson in the electrolyzer box for being the worst. Maybe I do need... Well, now I've got access to window tiles. Let's try this again with window tiles. On priority now. Not you. I'll take those. There we go. They get built first. I'll be mildly annoyed. Power. Right, we do need research. Do it now, please. Do it now. Speaking of power, I need a jump starter. Beyond that, what are we making this out of? Granite? We'll make it out of granite. I'll just run it through there. Haven't played nor seen this game in over a year. So many new things. Yeah, this DLC is wild. It's completely different to anything you'd seen before. Anything that's really gone on before. It's nuts. Admittedly, having said that, it is kind of unique to... This stuff is kind of unique to the DLC. I like running them inside walls. I mean, there is a decoy debuff and all that as well. So there is that. Yeah, when did the game come out? It was like a year ago when it came out. Yeah, there's so many, like there's all these new critters, like these plug slugs here. The grubs here with the new grub fruit. Teleporters for the first world. Going on, there's quite a bit. They did reduce the size of the asteroids. Like there's the magma biome, and they go up, and there's space. Like that's nothing compared to what it used to be. Fully explored. I might need to fully expose it to space. You can see this is the hydrogen that I've accidentally let out, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. I wonder if it just needs more space either side. Like that. Efficient oxygen generation. I don't think I have any oxygen. Oh, I have one of these things, that's right. That's like all the oxygen generation I have. Alrighty now, please. Oh wait, I need one of these things. Right about there. Can I seal this up? Probably. Not quite. I need it exposed until I do the water. Yeah, it's only Stinson, it's fine. Alright, now we got the smart battery. Pop that in. The dupes ever bothered to finish demolishing those? I can pop one there too. Like that. Battery. Now please as well. Oh, maybe not that. I don't need you to jumpstart that. Need Stinson so we can use him as a shield. Tell you what, just stop doing that. God damn it. Get off it. Still got a bit of a layer of water going on here. The other thing I need to do is try and divide up the gases, which is always a fun. Usually the way I do it is I suck all the air out of this side. Alrighty now. Go, Stinson. Major irritation. Did one block before running out of air. Is it doing that left and right thing again? I just noticed. I think it is. Hey, finally won. That's fine. Only a little bit of suffocation. How about you just dig out more of this? Anything will do, really. That's not going to achieve anything. Nine? That's starting to pull it down. That's had more an effect on pulling the air, the liquid down than anything else has so far. They can adjust it with a command. Also, they have a 90% win rate. All mods have a 90% win rate or 95% win rate. So you're inherently cheating. Pretty sure you can. Yeah. Oh yeah, the win rate runs are definitely a thing. Oh, now you do the hanging plants. Don't think I actually have enough to do all of them. Yeah, we'll try. Dead. Part of the job, yep. Drunk with power. I have to bring him in. Rein him in. Okay. So now you... Priority now, please. Water bottle. Brine. You... 9. 9?! I'm hoping that we can get this done soon. You know how we get this done sooner? We press that. Helps Stinson's having a meltdown again. Why are you having such a meltdown? Oh, decor? Should be enough normally. What are you... Sopping wet, low morale, cold, low oxygen? I mean, the oxygen isn't helping the situation. It's pretty low. But usually the decor that I've done is usually enough. Usually. Unless they change. I mean, the assumption is that they haven't changed it. I mean, it's entirely possible it has been changed. Anybody? You. Ha. Oh, that's too much. Hopefully I caught it soon enough. 150. Yeah, I only wanted 100. Actually want less than 100. Sometimes when you tell them to do stuff, they really do actually do it pretty quick. I guess when you set everything to 9, that kind of does happen. I need Atmos sensors too. It's the last piece of the puzzle. We need that. Those two. Those two on priority now, please. Speaking of now, please. Put those on now, please. Put the wheel on 1. Excellent, that's brought the level down, the water down. Slow decline. It seems to be that way, doesn't it? Above 2500, we'll say. Hope they can actually get there. They might be able to get to it. If they can't get to it, I've got a bit of a problem. There we go, just set it to 1. Utilities, temp shift plates, just one last thing. Make a couple of these out of cobalt, just to help spread the heat out, because this thing will get pretty damn hot. Alright, let's chip off a little bit more. That might actually be a little bit extreme. Just thinking how I'm going to deal with this. Does that thing work? The electrolyzer? So it... submersing it in water the way I have, if I change the liquids. So I've given it half brine, half water. What that does is it blocks out the 4 tiles around it without actually upsetting it and flooding it. And what it means is it will always try and push the gases out to these 2 tiles here. So it'll try and push one out and one to the left. And the end result is, it means it won't overpressure with gas because there's water in the way. So this thing will just infinitely keep making more and more oxygen and hydrogen. The way it pushes out is it tries to push it into the gas into the tile, into like-for-like tiles. So if hydrogen's over here, it'll want to push more hydrogen out there. If oxygen's here, it'll want to push more out here. A lot more stress going on. Ugh. So yeah, so if I get all the oxygen on this side, then this will be all the oxygen. The electrolyzer will push all the more oxygen in here. Currently, it's all CO2 at the minute, which means this is going to be a big mess when I first turn it on. There we go. Also, that'll vacuum stuff out. Would also help if I added a jump starter to this as well. Cooking the chip slowly? Yeah, slowly. Solo space exploration is pretty stable now. I think time's going to be the problem there. It's going to take a lot of time. Like, I had to give up on the red circuit one because of time. I just couldn't keep up with it. You below 0. Now this stuff. Oh crap. Well, you're in for some pain. Later future, after current playthrough? Yeah, maybe. Oh, it finally popped. Right, let's get the water out of here. Ah, that thing popped too. I think there might be room for Crastorio again in the future, like a long-term Crastorio. Yeah, there it goes. See the pipe's bursting. Let's see. Thermosensor. shit. Fact. Let's just replace it with a thermo sensor. Intermediate for intermediate sake, you don't like? I think Crestorio does a decent job of not doing that. At the very least. I don't know if I can comment on space exploration. Space exploration didn't seem too bad for that. The problem is it's connected there. Wait. Nope, too late. I could have made use of that. Probably still... no. I can make use of the water here. But I need these done. So we get rid of all this. Above... say 2. Yeah, so we need to heat up this water so that we can actually use it. Sweep that as well. Just did that through the thing. Basic mod pack has too much. It does have a lot of stuff in it. But that was sort of a collective agreement. That was what we collectively wanted. Right, next step we need to do is suck all the CO2 out of here. Or whatever else is out of here too. There's some polluted oxygen in there. Right, so Port Stinson here. Port Stinson here. It actually is going down. Needs to power this thing to heat up all this water. Back above freezing. What's the black spot? It appears to be a permanent unexplored zone. I can't do anything about it. Kind of annoying. Let's add a switch. Well, let's put it there. And now we'll do a switch. $99. What do we got? A hatchling. I cannot refuse a hatchling. Cannot refuse hatchling. Oh, it's sleeping. The downside is everything that's here is going to get eaten. Probably should set all the seeds. Actually, it's not terrible because it'll eat the polluted mud. This new DLC? This is the new DLC, yes. So we've got all the new crazy crap. Don't want to eat anything. Hopefully at some point the dupes will start catching up on work. We're up to -4. Yeah, this is a very different... It's similar, but... Yeah, similar but very different meta play style, I guess you'd call it. And metal as well. Look at him go. Powering this thing. Hey Glacier, how you doing? I think I might actually be catching up on errands finally. Oh, did the grubs die? Damn. They didn't lay any eggs. That's mildly inconvenient. They don't get the grub anymore. Hmm. How we doing here? Minus 1.3. We've almost warmed up the water to the point where we can use it. And you say about lithium? Lithium? What? More rank than you should be. That's how you're doing. Minus 0.5. A little bit further. Hey, vacuum. Perfect. Turn that off. I laid egg. I thought I moved to... Well, I'm pretty sure I had 3 actually. Well, either way, I thought I moved a few to actually do it. To actually, like, keep a few of them going. Yeah. I'll grab eggs there, actually. Actually... Okay, so they actually need both. Minus 0.4. A little bit further, Jeeps. Come on. You're almost there. Can almost do it. So close. We believe in you, Jeeps. You have the power. Power is yours. You're starting. Your ribbon manufacturer 64 tall this time. Better chance of finding oil. Yeah. That's right. You had some oil problems. Yeah, I'll pump that up a little bit. I might wait for this lot to hatch and then I'll move them over here. Centipede dragon thing? That's called a grub. What they do is they tend to they like tending to they like looking after these plants here. These grub fruits. And they actually make better, they improve the quality of the fruit, or the plant, if they are around it. Re-render the map, see there's oil within 5 tiles. Hey, we're above 0. just as I give up. Alright, let's turn it on. So it's going to be a bit wonky at first. So it's actually spat both oxygen and hydrogen out this side. 5k tiles. Probably both gonna do it, yeah, they're both doing it. See, they won't spit them into the vacuum on their own. What I want to do is build up a nice layer of hydrogen up here. And hopefully this will stay as a vacuum. It's actually down to 73. Actually, the stress is coming down amazingly. Now see. That. Climbs up there. There. Got to be strategic about it. Something like that. That'll get him carving. Might actually have enough. What do we get? 5 massage tables? Nope. That's a new morph. So many thingies. Alright. Let's do the thing. Come on, dupes. We believe in you. Go. I don't want you pumping just yet. Don't want you pumping either. Excellent. So that's all hydrogen over there, and this is all oxygen over here. So now when I turn this back on... So this should now start pumping hydrogen out into here and oxygen over into here. Now the next step... Put 2 bridges there, deconstruct that. Like so. Come on. So this does until 1,000. This doesn't pump until above whatever. Bit of CO2 there. I'd like to get rid of it. I don't know if I can. Other than using the tried and true strategy of just pushing the air lower. I can also do that now too. I can seal that in. Okay. So now we just need to build up hydrogen pressure. Temp fade a little bit. So what's going to happen is it's going to start sucking in hydrogen, powering this with the hydrogen. Sucking in more, generating more, and eventually it's going to become self-powered. Thundering here. Big storms. There we go. So Stinson almost shouldn't need to do anything anymore. Yep. So they shouldn't need to interact with these. Stinson, get off it. Seriously. I mean, it's improving your athletics, which is good, but you don't need to do that anymore. Yeah, so now they're both self-powering. Now the whole thing's self-powering. We did it. We made self-powered oxygen. December 1st, no. Breathing temps and thunder. Isn't it supposed to be freezing in December over there? I managed to push most of it away. So what I might do is, because we're leaking so much oxygen, is very quickly seal that up. In theory this should be 2 layers thick as well. That way it doesn't overpressure. Yeah, see, this is almost up to 1,000 now. This is 3,000. It's actually pretty dense oxygen. Kind of surprised in about the H2 through water pool to help with the They want larger pool. That's true. Eh. I don't know what I want to do with the water yet. So this is just sort of to get me by with. Realistically, eventually this I could feed back round through here, and that would warm it back up. Dormant or dormant? Yeah, anyway, we have nice, delicious oxygen being delivered now. It's 26 and humid today. I think they're actually catching up tasks to the point where they're actually storing junk. Hey, we have a baby. Let's wrangle you up. Yep. Wormling. I love how it's tied up. Time to remove the sublimation? Yes, it is actually time to, or at the very least, nope, disable. Because that thing's just spitting out polluted oxygen. It's just carrying the wormling in his pocket. There we go. So the Sweetles make the Circos for the Grubs. Grubs tend to the thingies. Does that actually work? I don't remember. I thought it just faked it. There's now 11 kilos of oxygen and 1600 of hydrogen. Thing generates so much energy, it's crazy. Just gotta fill everything up now. I'd actually prefer it if it used the salty slush geyser. So I can just desalinate it. Yeah, see this place is already heating up almost 40 degrees, which I could route through here to cool it down if I was particularly keen. Oh, we got a blueprint. I might as well take it. I actually need to get the hatch out of there too. It's not ideal having a hatch where food is kept. Well, you can go there. Yeah, 6. Hopefully it won't get cramped. Hatches are still the best critters. By far. Seven. Yeah, I might complain. They might complain. Well, it's better because you don't have the constant sand expenditure. Yeah, I really wanted the salty one. I mean, the main thing was I wanted to get it going. I wanted a stable oxygen supply. Now I've got it. I can switch over when the time comes. I'll work towards it. I do need to filter this one anyway, because I need to ship it over to the other planet to get okay, so you're not going to do it, eh, dupes? Yeah, I need to ship the water over to get the oil going. My friend posted a photo. Chris, you do all these things to de-stress your life, Stinson, and you're still complaining. It's 11 out of 12 morale though. And that low oxygen. I think once the oxygen starts really spreading, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Already is spreading quite nicely. Need to displace this polluted oxygen. The base. And we're laughing. I don't know what to do with a Parku yet. Still. I think I have actually converted all this water to, all the polluted water to clean water here. 3,000 grams, 25 kilos. Looking good. What's our time at? Kinda wanna bring these up, because I wanna see what clearing this area out does. Explored still? Oh yeah, there's actually a new thing too. That it's with the gas canisters. So with the gas canister is the oxygen masks. So you can actually give them the tubes oxygen masks. Yeah, it's actually a low-tech thing as well. Here we go. Look at that. You can't keep the diggers from digging. I love it. Right, dig that for me. I want to see if this changes. It's all polluted oxygen here. Barely breathable, but it's there. So how does this thing work? Station, mask station. Supply of oxygen, supply of polluted oxygen. Ouch. So they have to pass by it. Okay. I really want it like up here. Okay. How did the Parku get there? Did it actually start with a Parku there? Legitimately don't remember. I actually don't remember now. Go drain that away. Oh, really? 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 Gotta be a thing? So there's the flippy doodle. I imagine it's going to function similar to how the other thing works. Pop that down too. How the does it have an actual gas input? No. Oh, probably needs a canister filler. Cheats. Furniture, ventilation, canister filler. Oh, it draws ambient oxygen to fill masks. I should have read that properly. Yeah, well, let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with the punches. How bad could it be? Damn it, wrong button. Ventilation. What do I have to mesh tile? Let's get a bunch of these things going. When in doubt, just throw deodorizers at the problem. I don't know how you actually call up the other bot's commands. I'm actually kind of not a fan of the Streamlabs bot. It's good, but it's also kind of limited. Only because it hasn't changed in a million years. Like it's exactly the same as when Streamlabs bought it off Ank, dude who made the original bot. There it goes. Let's deconstruct that, deconstruct that. Let's try and ram the clean oxygen through. Yeah, deodorizers now use power. Damn it. Was from filter settings, create oxygen masks. Oh, cobalt then. Yeah, they only use a little bit of power. Currently, they only use 5 watts, which is basically nothing. But it means you can't, like, outright spam them anymore. Oh look, the grub's growing up. Yeah, so this thing will tend to these plants, and improve the quality of them. There it goes. Yep, grub. It does it gives a grub buff to the plants. Sounds totally reasonable. Fully explored. Did exactly one tile. And it's like, nope, I'm done. Yeah, it's just like an Atmo dock. I think. English. So a picture from grocery stores, they sell a Christmas bag of threads. Like when you get something from the Chinese factory. If they don't blow this thing out too. Also, that setting's wrong. God damn it, Stinson, stop being so stressed. Base is looking good now. Nice heating. Base is heating up nicely. I mean, I could just expose it to more of the cold biome and to cool it down again. Yeah, so that's what the grub fruit normally looks like. Without it being tended to. But if they're tended to by the critters... I don't know if there's actually... Might not be able to see it. Might not be able to catch it this time. Already laid a grub egg, damn. Actually, I think this one, Sweetle, laid the grub egg. Hey, the hatch has grown up too. Oh, hatches. Can the hatch actually burrow in the abyssalite? I don't think it can. Yeah, the tree that it produces looks different. It's got a whole lot more fruit on it. Actually get something out of these dupes. It's almost time, I think. What do we got? Bristleberry, I'll take that. Food's holding okay. Right, Stinson, why struggling on morale? Did a 3-shift break. Normally the stuff that I've given is more than enough. Get a deficit, but he'll also get a bonus if I give him more skills. Should be at like 27 or something now. I don't know why they're not. Like, it should easily be able to get him up into the 27-30 range. Possibly just junk on the ground related. Decor. It's got it where it counts. Something about his lungs. Oh yeah, polluted oxygen gives debuffs now. Yeah, yucky lungs. Because he got polluted oxygen. Low oxygen and low morale. It's a bit unusual. I don't know. Anyway, that I think will do it for me for now. I mean, we've got the oxygen up and running. We've got a little bit more stability going on. Stinson's permanently mad. All the little things. They're getting done. That one as well. Maybe I need to lift it up higher. I'm not sure. When I was testing it, it did like a whole ring around. So I'm not sure why it only did one, and then it was like, I'm done now. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm done now. I need to get to bed. Sleep is overrated. Yeah, it's kind of, it is and isn't. Anyway, as I say,